Welcome back everyone, SweetBattlescars here, and I am back with another unboxing video. Today we're gonna look at the S.H.Figuarts Android 16 figure by Bandai. And this was recently released here in the States, and I think pretty much elsewhere, so I shouldn't say in the States. It's been released recently. I think it was due for a March release or maybe early April release, but I just got mine recently. And so here is the figure. It's looking very nice. As you guys know, I collect all of the S.H.Figuarts figures. They are quickly becoming pretty much my favorite Dragon Ball Z figures out there to collect. So without further ado, let's just open this guy up, and no need to linger here. So you guys had a quick look at the box. Sorry, I forgot to mention. Most notably, the back is the most interesting place, where you can see just a few snapshots of the figure. And I do have Android 16 and Android 17. You guys can find a link to my Dragon Ball Z collection videos down below in the description, and that's where you guys can see unboxing of those two figures. And today we're gonna focus on Mr. Android 16. Let's fix the camera here. So here we go. Let's fix the camera again. And I apologize for the brightness. My camera has been acting funny. It doesn't adapt to the light too well. So you guys can see that area there is just like exploding with light. And I'm sorry about that. I know that can be you know, kind of harsh on the eyes, you know, when you're looking at this on a monitor. So he comes with several layers of plastic here to protect the plastic pieces from rubbing against each other. So we're gonna just carefully take those off, and fortunately they come right off, as you guys can see. And here too, where did these go to? Is that like tape? I think it's tape. Feels like tape. Yep, it was tape. I wonder why they put that there. All right, here we go. So it looks like I got everything off here. So here is Android 16. His armor, right away, his armor is much more glossier, much more shiny than I expected. It didn't look this way in the pictures. It looked like it had more of a matte finish on it, and I don't think it's really this shiny in the series. I think it's got a very flat or a matte finish, kind of like his suit here, like his blue suit. That's the kind of finish I expected on the armor, but I guess they wanted to skip painting because it's unpainted plastic. This is the way it was cast, so it's a pigmented plastic, but it has not been painted at all. You guys can see that he has that little decal there, the Red Ribbon Army detail, but that's about it. It's for the most part, it's all unpainted plastic. I think his blue suit, it might be unpainted plastic as well. I think yeah, I think it's just the resin, the way resin is it was cast. And I'm sorry, I'm not rubbing his butt here. He has these shiny like details. I think plastic or something might have rubbed on it, but he's got, I don't know if you guys can see him, he's got these like shiny marks on it. But anyway, let's not stay on that for too long. Let's take a look at the figure. The colors seem true to the character. Even though I said I wish this wasn't so shiny. You guys can see the light reflecting on it, but it doesn't look terrible either. So the colors, the color of his hair, his eyes, his suit, his boots, everything seems to be in line with what the character looks like in the series, in the anime. And looks of course, being an S.H.Figuarts, he's got lots of articulation. So let's get that out of the way. So his head, and he has this massive armor here, moves up and down like so, pretty much down for the most part. He doesn't, his head can't really go back that much, but it does look up quite a bit. You guys can see there. It goes side to side about that much before his chin hits the armor, of course. And the other side as well. Very nice details on his little mohawk there, by the way. So that's the head, and it moves pretty freely, aside from having this big bump there that kind of hinders the movement a bit. But anyway, his armor is also on a joint here on the back. It connects on the back here. You guys can see there. That's got a little peg back there. So it kind of moves a bit. So if you need to kind of pose his arms, this will kind of give way, and it'll move with the arms a bit. Speaking of which, the arms are on a ball joint right at the shoulder, and you guys can see that it pops out quite a bit. So you guys can get some good poses out of that. So you guys can see that it kind of pops out a lot, and it looks a little deformed, but it's just so that you can give him some poses. It can go pretty much all the way around and up about that much, and then of course down and straight, forward and back, and I showed you that already. It can also spin at this point here all the way around, and then on the elbow we have a double hinge joint, so it's got a joint here and a joint there, and this whole piece here connects it. So you guys can see that it goes up right about that much, and then down straight that way. And another small ball joint on the wrists for the hands. Some pretty good range of movement there. On his abdomen, on his torso, there is another joint here that separates the chest from like the stomach area. So he goes down about that much and then up. He's got a lot of movement here. And then he can twirl around too, side to side. There is another joint here at the hips. So because of the armor, I don't want to scratch it. It kind of hinders the movement a bit. So I don't want to take it much more than that, because you can see there that piece hits that. And even if you move the arms out of the way and the armor, I guess you can move it a little more, but it still kind of locks itself there. So I'm not going to force it any more than I need to. Of course, his armor is also on little hinges here, so his side pieces can move up and then down, like so. And then this little front piece can also go up and down, and there's nothing on the back. His legs are also on ball joints, so they can kind of pop out, as you guys can see there, and they can go up. Actually, they don't really want to go up that much from the side, but they can go forward about that much, and then back, and you guys I can feel the plastic rubbing against each other, the pieces rubbing a bit against each other a bit there, so I don't want to force it. And you can see there that I just did that because I was moving the leg. You get these like buffed sections there, so where the plastic has obviously rubbed against each other, so you can see that's why you get those shiny parts, just like on the butt there. So if you kind of force it and the pieces start rubbing against each other, you will get those little areas of shiny parts. So I'm not gonna force that anymore. So you can see that his leg movement is a bit limited because of the way his legs are built. His legs are pretty massive. Moving on to the knee, we have a double hinge joint also, and it goes back quite a bit and then forward like that. And I really like the sculpt of his legs. His legs look pretty massive, very muscular, very nice looking. Again, he is a pretty massive character in the series, so it's very fitting. So, and then on the legs, his boots, I don't think, his boots don't move, but we do have a small joint at the ankle. And it kind of moves a bit. It goes side to side a bit. Pieces rubbing against each other again, up and down a bit. And then we have another small hinge joint on the toes. So that's pretty much all the articulation for this guy. Again, S.H.Figuarts figures have a lot of articulation. Sometimes because of the design of the character, movement might be a bit limited. But that just kind of comes with, it's different for every character. So you guys can hear the plastic that are kind of rubbing against each other, the parts. All right, we're going to look at the accessories. He comes with quite a few faces. All right. So actually 3. So about 2 interchangeable faces. One where he is kind of angry and screaming, yelling at probably one of his androids, or maybe yelling at Cell, or I don't know who. But there is his angry face, and here is his smirk. His kind of confident smirk on his face there. Very nice. And he does come with this extra head. His battle damaged head here with the side of his head blown up and very, very hurt, as he was seen in the Cell saga. Very cool. You guys can see his internal components there painted blue. So battle damaged head is very, very cool. Now to exchange the head, you just pop it out. You can see the ball joint there. And I'm assuming his hair just kind of pops out. Yep. So there you guys go. You guys can see that his hair just kind of pops off. And you can put it on a new head. So there you go. You guys get the whole, like the smirk with the hair. Very nice combination. And then his battle damaged head, of course, just goes into the ball joint on his neck. And there you go. Very nice. I'll take this one off. And I probably want to leave his serious face with no expression on it, because that's how he was most of the time in the series. His iconic emotionless stare, just kind of staring into space. So there you go. We're gonna leave that face on. Oh, I guess that doesn't look like that really. He's just kind of like looking straight. Huh? He's determined. And last but not least, he comes with an extra set of hands. And these are just like open palms, kind of like blasting or maybe like grabbing hands. They're both exactly the same. You guys can see there. And again, to replace these, you just, or exchange these, you just pop them out of the ball joint and pop them in. And so there you go. You guys got that threatening hand there, looking at you straight in the eye. All right. So there you go. So as far as little accessories, he doesn't have a lot, not like any other figures. He has, like I said, an extra head, a couple of extra faces, and just 2 pairs of hands. And both of these, you can see them both there. So pretty good all around. It's a nice figure. I'm not crazy about it. Some of my favorite figures in the series include Super Saiyan Vegeta and regular Vegeta and Super Saiyan Trunks. Those figures look just phenomenal. And Broly, recently I got Broly too, or Broly, whatever you want to call him. Anyway, so I think that's it for this unboxing, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Sorry, I keep shaking my camera. I'm gonna move it here a bit. Oh, there you go. You can get the whole figure. So again, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please feel free to comment, like, share, and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. It really helps me a lot and it goes a long way. And stay tuned for the next unboxing video. I'll see you guys next time.